Why not YouTube? It's your boy Kurt, man. I'm back with another video. Peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses, peace to the kings, peace to the queens, peace to everybody tapping in, man. Hey, welcome back to the channel, bro. Shit, I just got back from the gym, nigga. I hope you went to the gym. Late night special for y'all. Hope you been taking care of yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Top of the Wednesday. Top of the Wednesday. But it's a King Kurt rant, bro. It's a King Kurt rant right now, bro. Just a little rant, nothing too crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying, but bro, knowing yourself is very important. Knowing yourself as a man, bro, that shit is very important, my nigga. You have to know who you are. You have to know who you is, man. Otherwise, you're gonna get fucked over, you're gonna get shitted on, you're gonna get spat on. And the thing is, sometimes it's not even because of the other person, it's simply because you don't know yourself. So you like put yourself in goofy ass situations, nigga. Sticky ass situations. And only when you in them situations, that's when you realize, like, damn, nigga, fuck, I did not wanna be in this situation, you know? But then it's like, bro, if you take the time out, if you put the time into like learning who you are, knowing who you are as a person, my nigga, life is gonna be very easy. You know what I'm saying? Life can be very easy, bro. Simply because you know who you is. Hold on, bro. Let me adjust my little camera right quick, nigga. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, it's good right there. But like, bro, knowing yourself makes life easy, bro, because you avoid the goofy situations. You avoid stupid situations. You avoid situations that you don't want to be in. You avoid toxic hoes. You avoid toxic friends. You avoid toxic jobs. You avoid toxic careers. You avoid toxic paths in general by knowing who you are. You know, this shit is like, hold on. This shit is like, bro, the more you know who you is, right, you're gonna start moving in a way that suits you and fits you. It's very important and it's imperative for us to know who we are, my nigga. Like, it's very important, my nigga. You understand? Simply because if you don't know who you are, bro, think about it. If you don't know who you are, you're gonna get into situations in life, because life plays out in such a way that's crazy. You will get into situations where another man can test you. Another man can maybe not even test you. And the thing is, he might not mean no harm, right? Because, bro, in this world, bro, we got niggas be doing a lot of shit, bro. We got niggas who can't come from different places. We don't all come from the same place. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you might meet up with people who come from a different place and they do things differently, you know, and you become friends with those people, and then you gonna end up getting into situations where, bro, you find out like they do things a certain type of way. Maybe that way is not the way that's supposed to be for you, but if you don't know yourself, how are you gonna be able to determine it? If you don't know who you are, bro, how are you gonna be able to determine what is for you and what's not for you? You won't even be able to discern it. You know what I'm saying? When they tell you have discernment, yeah, you have discernment, right? But like, if you don't know who you are and if you don't know who you is and why you're here, how are you gonna be able to discern shit, nigga? How are you gonna be able to discern, and how are you gonna be able to know what's right for you? You won't. So I'm saying that to say, it's like you need to take the time out to learn yourself, man. A lot of us avoid, you know, learning who we are. And I'm a nigga, bro. I'm a nigga, my nigga. I understand. Like, we avoid learning who we are. We avoid ourselves, bro. And let me tell you how you avoid yourself. I can tell you this shit because I do it too. You know what I'm saying? You spend a lot of time with people, right? that keeps you away from yourself. When you're spending a lot of time with people and you barely spend time by yourself, that keeps you from you. Spending time with women, spending time with hoes. Always with the hoes, nigga. You always with the hoes, bro. Every weekend, bro. You telling me you work Monday to Friday, every weekend you with a hoe? You with your shorty? What about time for yourself? Like man to man, real talk. What about the time that you gonna spend for yourself? When are you gonna do that? You're always with friends. You're always with a bitch. You're always with your girl. You know, come on, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like that's another way you be avoiding yourself, doing everything but just chilling by yourself, bro. When do you even take the time out to learn what pisses you off, learn what make you happy, learn the things that are good for you? You know, like bro, you really need to take the time out to do this. It's important, my nigga. It's really important. Because you don't want to end up in situations that, you know, don't align with what you say you are as a man. That's a bad thing for you, you know. You don't want to end up in situations that do not align with what you say you are as a man, bro. I hope you're listening to what I'm saying. The way that you can avoid ending up in situations like that is by knowing who you are. And I'm not saying by simply knowing who you are, these situations are not gonna come. You're not gonna come across situations. Of course, you're gonna come across circumstances and situations that you know you cannot control. But this is life, nigga. Shit happens, right? So the thing is, the only difference now is that when the shit happens now, bro, you know who you are, right? So by you knowing who you are, bro, it's like it makes it easier for you to make a decision and to react because you don't react emotionally, but you react mentally. You understand what I'm saying? It's like when a situation comes through or when a situation appears or occurs, by simply knowing who you is, my nigga, it makes it easier for you to react. You get what I'm saying? Or it makes it easier for you to respond. Because the truth is, bro, the true game is that life happens. But the real thing is that how you respond to it is the real important thing. Life really happens. Life happens to everybody. One day you could wake up with money, bro. The next morning you could wake up without it. You know, you could wake up, nigga, balling. Nigga, you could wake up with the baddest bitch in the city. You could wake up next morning it's gone. You could wake up with a job, nigga. You could wake up making boo money, a lot of money. Next morning you could lose it all, right? Life does happen, you know, because life is not just a straight line, nigga. Life is like these, but you on the other hand need to be a straight line. So I mean to say, by knowing yourself, it allows you to stay grounded within who you are as a person. I'm gonna make an example of Job, nigga. Job in the Bible, nigga. If you a Christian, for all my niggas who got a Christian, you know, understanding, it's like we all know the story of Job. Then Job was one of the richest men in the lands that he was in. I don't remember the lands, but one of the richest men. He lost that shit, all of it, nigga. He lost it all. All these cows, all these cattle, all his gold, silver. He lost that shit, right? What did his wife say? That nigga said, his wife said, Job, fuck this. Why don't you just curse God and die? That's what Job's wife said. She said, why don't you just curse God and die? But guess what? Job's wife doesn't understand the type of man that Job was. She didn't understand it. She couldn't fathom it. Because as a woman, bro, she didn't have the same calling. She didn't have the same authority from the God mind as Job. You know what I'm saying? Because Job was the masculine. Job is the man. Check this out. What did Job say? Job said, hell nah, we gonna still praise God. Bro, do you know how significant this story is when I like understanding? Like I'm gonna go read back on the story, bro. I have not read on the story for years, but then I just remembered about it now and I just thought I should share. Y'all should go look up the story of Job. One of the richest men, and then he lost it all. His wife told him, curse God and die. And Job said, hell nah, we ain't cursing, no go, I'ma still praise God. Guess what, bruh? Now that I understand that God is in the mind, like God is really infinite in the mind, bro, Job was really tapped in, my nigga. He understood that, hey, listen, I might have lost it all in this reality, but hey, still, I know who I am. So praise God, nigga. Because I know who I am and I know where all this shit came from. That's what that nigga meant. But hey, listen, his woman couldn't understand that. And bro, in reality, that's the truth, bro. It's like peep game, right? As a man, bro, when you're moving in this earth, you have to really know who you are and stand tall in that shit. Because the woman gonna talk. Nobody gonna believe you, bro. Everybody gonna they not gonna believe you, my nigga. You might lose that shit. You might have a goal. You might have things that you wanna try. You have to be willing to fail, right, at that shit. But don't take the negative comments from people. Do not. Be like Job, nigga. Trust God. Because God is within your mind. God is within you. And you understand that with the power of God, anything is goddamn possible. Job knew that if he lost it, nigga, Job knew that if he had it before, he could get it again. He knew. So he said, praise God, nigga, yeah, I might have lost this shit right now, but I'm gonna get it again. So it's just like that, but in real life, if you know yourself, you know, you might be in a situation. You can praise God, nigga. You might get into a situation that, you know, might want you to say, curse God and die. That might want you to curse God and die. But then no, if you know yourself, then you're gonna praise God, nigga. Because if you've been out of that situation, or if you've been in that situation and been out of it, you're gonna be out of it again. If you've lost money, you've made it before, you're gonna make it again. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying something new, praise God, nigga, because you're gonna get it. And if you lose that shit, you can get it again. I don't even know why I went there, bro, but the story of Job is so significant. The man knew who he was. The man knew who he was, but he trusted himself. He knew. So he said, praise God. Praise God. His wife wanted him to curse God and die. How can you curse the same thing that helped you acquire these things in the first place? How can you curse your own? How can you curse God? Is the same thing that helped you acquire them things in the first place. The same thing that helped you get where you are right now in your life is the same thing that she wanted to curse. Ain't that about a bitch? Real talk. Real talk. Ain't that about a bitch? You tell me, bro. You tell me. The same God that got him all those riches, when he lost it, was the same God she was advising him to curse, bro. Come on, man. Hell nah. Hell nah. Because we understand that with the same God mind, we can acquire these things again. Even better, even more. Peep game, bro. Peep game for the Wednesday evening, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Take some time out to know who you are as a person. Me and you come from the same thing, but we are not the same person, bro. You have to learn who you are. That way, when you learn who you are, you align yourself with your path. You align yourself with the things that fit your reality. And life is going to be easy and smooth sailing. It's going to be much easier than it is for some people, bro. I know a lot of people, and life is hard, nigga. Like, and it's simply because you don't know who you is. You know what I'm saying? It's simply because you don't know who you is. It's crazy. So we have to take the time out and be with ourselves. Because the more time we spend with ourselves, we can ask ourselves questions. We can forgive ourselves for the things that we've done. You see, the thing is, you're afraid of your shadow. Shit, you see my shadow in the back? Yeah, nigga, that's King Kurt. But like, you're afraid of your shadow. And you know your shadow is your darkest version of you. Your shadow is basically, you know, the dark side, your dark side. So when you're alone, the thing is, all the thoughts come out now. All the things you've done, all the bad things you feel like you've done. When you're by yourself, you start having these thoughts. The heartbreak, you start feeling the heartbreak. If you had a bitch you was missing, you start feeling that shit. You start feeling empty. You feel empty sometimes when you're by yourself. So what? You start surrounding yourself in a crowd with people so you can feel something. But you need to understand something, like that emptiness is important, because with that emptiness, then you can start filling it in, learning yourself, filling it in, but by yourself. Isolate. We have to isolate as man, bro. We have to. It's important. That's the only way we can learn who we are. Having one-on-one conversations with ourselves. People will say one-on-one conversations with God. Same thing. You be having one-on-one conversations with God, your higher self, man. Your higher self be talking to you when you by yourself. It's gonna, bro, you gonna have a higher consciousness talking to you. It's gonna be talking to you like, hey, bro, you know what you really did the other day? Yeah, nah, that wasn't cool. Hey, bro, yeah, you know you really gotta start doing this, right? Yeah, you know you're not really working hard, right? Like, yeah, nigga, if you sit by yourself, bro, that higher self start talking to you. God start talking to you. But a lot of people avoid the God. We avoiding that. And the thing is, the more we avoid that, it's like it's the voices start getting quieter. Your higher self just start leaving your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's literally the relationship. Just picture that. Picture it as being like me and you. Let's say right now I'm talking to you, I'm advising you like, hey, bro, you really gotta start going to the gym, bro. Hey, listen, you see that shit that you did the other day? That was some fuck shit. You should have stopped. You should stop talking to people like that. You should have stopped treating people right. Imagine that as your higher self talking to you, and this only happens when you alone. But then, the more you avoid being by yourself, your higher self, they just keep getting quieter and quieter and just watching you like, damn, this nigga. What the fuck is this nigga doing? Look at this nigga. That's literally your higher self. That's God, nigga, just watching your ass like, damn, nigga. I'm trying to tell you what's right, but then you ain't listening. You going the other way. You know what I'm saying, bro? So it's like we gotta take time out, bro, and spend time by ourselves. Knowing thyself, know thyself. Because if we know ourselves, then we know God, really and truly. Take the time out to know yourself, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's like if you know yourself, my nigga. Nigga, nobody can tell you shit, nigga. Nobody can tell you nothing, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Nobody. Nobody. Even if they do tell you something, or even if they make stupid comments about you, you know yourself. So, you know, your reaction is even gonna be sweeter. Hold on. So, today, right? On my way back from the gym, bro, I seen this shorty. The shorty I know the shorty, right? I'm not cool with her or whatever. You know, she's like an acquaintance of mine. So I remember the one time, bro, I was like going to get some food, going to get some lunch, you know what I'm saying? I had a little gym session in the afternoon. It was a Saturday. I remember Saturday afternoon. And I decided, you know what, let me go get some lunch, bro. So I stepped to the deli. You know I got a deli that I'm always visiting. They make nice chicken burgers and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I hit the spot just to get some chicken burger. Listen, mind you, I got the coolest shit on, but you know what I'm saying? I'm a cool ass nigga when I'm outside, bro. I like dressing up, you know, so I be tripped out and shit. Had my headphones in, nigga, I'm high out my ass, nigga. Hit the blunt before I stepped out the crib, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, I'm really just feeling myself, having a good time, bro. Had my headphones in, I stepped to the deli. So now I'm in the deli, it's like, I see the girl, but I see her, and she was with the homies and shit, you know what I'm saying? I agreed, so I said, what's up? You know what I'm saying? She said, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So, mind you, bro, I'm high up my ass. I'm not paying no mind to these women, bro. Like, I don't really care about y'all. I know I'm fly. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, they start hating, bro. Like, I could sense that shit. Shorty started talking about me with her friends and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I got my headphones in, I'm trapped behind my ass. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for my food and shit. So then, bro, tell me why it's like when I got my food, it's like 10 minutes later, right? I got my food, right? And then I'm stepping out. Shorty, you know what I'm saying? Shorty called me weird. Shorty said, man, you weird. I'm like, nah, that's what I did, nigga. So check this out, man. This is me. You know what I'm saying, nigga. I had my shit over here. That time I had my do-rag on, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just, Shorty talking about, yeah, you weird. Like, nigga, weird. I didn't say nothing at that time, nigga. I was stepping out the stove. But then, one thing about me, my nigga, like, I never lose aura, nigga, outside, nigga. Never. Ever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bruh, she said, yeah, you weird. I'm like, I just looked at the bit, and I continue stepping out. Guess what, bruh? Seen the John today. Guess what, nigga? She was walking with a lame ass nigga. I'ma be myself, bruh. Listen, can I be myself? Yeah, I had to rant right quick. Man, I'm seeing the John, bruh. So like, it was like, let's say 40 meters. I'm seeing the John, nigga. I'm stepping from the gym, bro. I'm seeing the John. I'm like, hold on, that's the John. That's the John. That's the John from the last time she called me weird. So now I'm stepping, nigga. I'm looking jacked as hell, you know what I'm saying? Looking fly as hell, nigga. Flyer than the nigga she's walking with, too. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at this nigga lame ass nigga. No disrespect to that nigga, but listen, baby. If you gonna call me lame, if you gonna call me weird or something, at least, you know what I'm saying? Like, the nigga, at least fuck with a cool ass nigga. The nigga you got not cool at all. Nigga stepping out looking goddamn like he just woke up or something. When we step out the house, we don't look like we just woke up, bro. We stay fresh all the time, bro. Come on. So then, she was all friendly this time, you know what I'm saying? She was all friendly. I don't know why. She was all friendly. Whole time, nigga, same timing. You know me, I was on my same timing. Headphones on my head, nigga, so I'm stepping back, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing the John. And then she greets me. She greets me with so much enthusiasm this time. You know what I'm saying? Cause I think she seen the way I looked at the nigga. Cause I looked at her first. I was like, nigga, I'm the type nigga to like looking you in your eye and shit. I ain't scared of that eye contact, so I look you in your eye. So I looked in the eye, bro. I was stepping. I'm like, oh yeah, I know you. And I looked at the nigga. I'm like, damn, bro, shit. And then she greeted me. She like, you know what I'm saying, with the head flicking shit, with the head flicking shit on some hey. And I'm like, what's up? In my head, bro, I was so mad because I'm like, bitch, last time you called me weird. Now when I'm seeing you stepping, you with a lame ass nigga. Lame ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt for real, man. That's how I really felt. I was like, nigga, I had my headphones in. I was like, bitch, you called me weird last time, but now I see you and shit. Like, and the nigga you stepping weird, like, lame ass nigga. So if that nigga lame, that means you lame. Lame ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I really felt, bro. But it's like, it's cool though, like, that's how I really felt though at that time, bro. Like, for real, nigga, I felt like they were lame as hell. Only to call me weird? Hell nah. That nigga was not playing. He does not know who he is, but he don't look like he know who he is. You know a man who look like, a man who know who know he is, but you can see it in his face. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, bro, we the whole time it's like we're the same age type shit. 22, she my peer. Type, she my peer, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how I really felt, bro. So it's like, bro, you gotta know yourself, my nigga. Like, yeah, bro. Take time out to know yourself, cause then it's like, bro, you gonna get in situations like people can't fuck with you. So they can talk all they want. People gonna hate on you because you move how you wanna move, cause you know who you are. You know, you say no to, when you know who you are, it's easy to say no to things, like, because you know that, nah, nigga, that's not who I is. So people gonna always have assumptions. People project a lot, bro. Best know that people project. So if somebody call you weird, if they don't even know you, that means they weird, nigga. They think they weird. They feel that they're weird. That's why they called you weird, because the only reason you can see that I'm weird is because you see that in yourself. How do you see that in? I don't think people is weird, nigga. Cause I don't think I'm weird. I think people is cool as fuck. But then when they do things that make me think they lame, yeah, they lame as hell, nigga. But my first reaction to people is like, everybody cool, bro. Cause I think I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? So people project, bro. Always know that people project a lot. So if people, like, if somebody says something negative about, but especially if they don't care about you, like, there's a difference between constructive criticism and just straight hating. Like, somebody who really fuck with you will really constructively criticize you. Constructively, however. Listen to the words, nigga. It's constructive criticism. There's a difference. And then you got niggas who gonna hate. So learn to pay attention, bro, to the two. There's a thin line. There's a very thin line between constructive criticism and hating. Because niggas will come around, try to criticize you, but then at the same time you can look. Niggas can try to lil bro you at the same time. And, you know what I'm saying? That's low-key hating. Instead of just constructively criticizing. If you love somebody, you constructively criticize them. So learn how to see, bro. Learn how to see who really, you know, constructively criticizing you and who they just hating. And it's a lot of haters, nigga. It's a lot of haters when you know yourself. But I just wanted to tell y'all, man. Know thyself. Knowing thyself is knowing God. You're not outside yourself. You ain't gonna know God outside you. God is within you, bro. You looking outside yourself, then you lost, bro. I'm here to tell you, everybody who looking outside themselves is lost. You find your path, you find it in here. Nobody can tell you what you came here for, but you. Knowing thyself is knowing God, bro. And that's today's video. Keep taking care of yourself, bro. I love you. Peace.